Welcome back everyone. Now our first step is to complete a few installations so that we can write Python programs in our machine. Firstly, we'll install Python and then we'll install an IDE called PyCharm using which we can write Python programs very easily. And for the sake of this video, I'm doing installations in a Windows PC. But even if you're using Mac, the process is very similar. Instead of using installer for Windows, you'll be downloading installers for Mac. Now first let's install Python. To do that, you can simply search Python in your browser and it will show you this official Python website called python.org. And if you open this website, here you can see a downloads tab. You can click it. And now here it will show you the latest version of Python you can download for Windows. And if you are using Mac, it will automatically show you the installer for Mac. At the time of this recording, the latest version of Python is 3.13.7. But when you are watching this video, you might see a much newer version. All right. Now you can download the installer by clicking this download Python button. And once you click it, it will take a few seconds to complete the download. Once the download is completed, you can see the installer in downloads, or you can go to your downloads folder. And here you can see the Python installer. Now you can simply double click it and it will open this kind of installation window. And if you're using Windows, make sure you check these two checkboxes, which is to use admin privileges and to add python.exe to path. Once you do this, you can simply click this install now and it will start the installation process. And it will take a few minutes to complete the installation and it will show you setup was successful. Now you can close this window and now we have to verify if the Python is installed successfully or not. To do that, you have to open command prompt, and if you're a Mac user, you can open terminal. So I'm opening command prompt here. So I have opened my command prompt and here you can type Python space --version and press enter. Now you should be able to see the latest Python version which you have installed, which is 3.13.7 in my case. And if you are a Mac user, instead of using Python, you have to use Python 3 --version. Then you should see the latest version which you have installed. All right, now that we have completed installation of Python, let's also install an IDE called PyCharm. If you are someone who is new to IDEs, IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment, which provides a lot of tools and features using which you can write, execute, and debug programs very easily and efficiently. There are a lot of free IDEs available for Python, but my personal preference is PyCharm because PyCharm is a very sophisticated IDE which is tailor-made for Python development, and also in industry, PyCharm is widely used for Python software development. But you can use any other IDE you are comfortable with. You can even use Visual Studio Code, which is a rich code editor, and it provides a lot of extensions using which you can write Python programs. But for the sake of this course, I'll be using PyCharm IDE throughout. PyCharm is an IDE provided by JetBrains, and if you simply Google search PyCharm, it will show you the official link of JetBrains website from where you can download PyCharm. So you can click this link. Now here you can see an option to download. If you click this download button, it will show you the download page of PyCharm. Now one thing I would like to mention here, previously PyCharm used to have two different editions. One is community edition, which is free, and then there used to be professional edition, which is based on paid subscription. But now it is available as an unified product. There are no separate versions. And by default, it offers all the core features for free and also provides free 1-month pro trial. But for the sake of this course, we only need the core features which are completely free. So you don't have to worry about pro subscription. So now we can download the installer from here by clicking this download button. And if you're using Mac, it will by default show you the installer for Mac. All right, so let's click this download and it will start downloading the installer. It might take a few minutes. The download is completed now. We can open it by clicking on it. And it will start the installation process, and it might show you a dialog box which asks for your permission to make changes. You can click yes. So then you will see this kind of a setup window. You can click next, and it will show you the destination folder for the PyCharm installation. You can leave it default or you can change to any other path you want, and you can click next. And here, by checking this, we can create a desktop shortcut so that we can easily open PyCharm, and we can leave the rest as is and click next. Now we can leave this as default and click install. And now it will start installing PyCharm in your machine, and it might take a few minutes. And in few minutes, the installation will be completed and you can click finish. Now you can open PyCharm by clicking this PyCharm desktop shortcut, or you can even search in Windows programs and open it. If you open it, here I will accept the user agreement and will continue. If you get this kind of a Windows security related dialog box, you can cancel it for now. And so this is the interface of PyCharm when you first open it. So here we can create project by clicking on this new project button. And here you can give a name for this Python project. So let's say I want to give the name as Python course. Here we are creating pure Python project. So by default, pure Python will be selected. So you don't need to do any changes here. And as you can see here, it automatically detects the latest Python version which we have installed, which is 3.13. All right. Now you can simply click on create button. So as you can see, the Python project is created successfully, and you can close this dialog box related to free trial version for pro features. We don't need it for now. You can simply close it, and yeah, it will show you some what's new in PyCharm kind of a window. You can close it. So this is the Python project which we have created with a name Python course. And whenever we open PyCharm, it might run these kind of background tasks. We can wait for a while till these are completed. Now let's create a Python file in this Python project. So you can right click on this Python project. So and select new, and here you can click Python file. Let me create a Python file with the name test. So Python files should end with extension .py, right? And then you can click enter. So our test.py is created. And whatever you see here on the left is called Project Explorer. This is where we can go through our project files and all. And we can adjust the spacing by dragging this Explorer window to the left or right. All right, so let me put it this way. Now let's write some code in this Python file. So let's say I just want to simply print a message, hello world. We can use something called a print function in Python. So here we can put this message hello world inside double quotes because this is a string. And now in order to run this program, normally the way we run Python programs is that we open terminal and we type the command python space filename.py. We can open command prompt, or we can even open the terminal directly in the PyCharm itself. If you see this bottom left, you can see there is this terminal icon. And once you click it, it will automatically open this terminal for us. So generally what we have to do is we have to use this command python space test.py. So our file name is test.py, right? So we use that. And if you're using Mac, instead of Python, you have to use python3 space filename.py. All right. And now if you press enter, the program will be executed and this message hello world will be printed here. But you don't need to use terminal when you are using PyCharm. What we can do is let's minimize this by clicking this hide symbol. So you can simply run this program by right clicking it, and you can see this option to run test. Test is our file name, right? So you can simply run the program from here and it will automatically open a new run window, or you can say run console, where the output is printed. There are multiple ways of executing the program. Another way is you can go to this file test.py in the Project Explorer and you can right click, and here also you can select run test. So again, it will automatically run the program and it will display the output in the run console. Now let's see how we can make some changes to settings like theme or fonts and all. So to do that, we have to open main menu. But if you see here, there is this toolbar, but there is no main menu, right? There are no menu options. So you can click on this hamburger kind of an icon and it will automatically show you the main menu. And once you click outside of it, it will again hide the main menu. So what you can do is you can go here, and once you click on this hamburger icon, so you can go to view, and in this view, you can go to appearance, and in appearance, you can go to main menu, and here you can see the default option is hide under hamburger button. So we can click this show above main toolbar. Now, once you click it, the main menu will always be visible here. All right. Now let's see some basic PyCharm settings we can do. So you can go to file, and here you can see an option of settings. You can click it, and here you can see this appearance and behavior. If you expand this, so the first option will be appearance. So you can go here, and now you can choose any theme you want. Now if you click this drop down, you can see different themes available like dark, light, and bunch of other themes as well. So if you want, you can change the themes accordingly. But I prefer dark mode because it is very easy on eyes. All right. And here you can also change the color scheme as well. You can try out different options and find which one you are comfortable with. I go with the default dark mode itself. All right. And once you make any changes, you can, you can click on this apply button. This will be enabled, and you can click on it and click OK. All right. So this is the first setting you can do. Let me just simply close it. And now let's also change the font size, right? So this looks very small. So let's change the font size as well. So let me go to file again and settings. Let me minimize this appearance and behavior. And now you can see this editor option. You can expand this, and here you can see option of font. Once you click it, here you can make any changes to your font. So the main important thing is you can change the font size to 16 or 18, whatever you're comfortable with. So let me keep 18 so that the font is clearly visible. And now once you make these changes, you can click apply. If you get these kind of dialog boxes, you can simply click skip, and now you can click OK. Now you can see with this font size, the code is easily readable. All right. Now I want to make another change as well. So when we execute this Python program, let's say we want to execute this test.py. So you can right click, run file name, which is test in this case. Now you can see the output here, right? So here from this program, we want to print this message, hello world. So this is called the standard output, which is nothing but the output which we want to print in this Python program. But as you can see, there is some bunch of other stuff present in this run console, right? So let's change the color of standard output so that you can easily differentiate the output of a program. To do that, what we can do is, again, let's go to file and settings. If you expand this editor option, you can see color scheme here. So let me expand this. And under this color scheme, you can find console colors. So if you click on this, here you can change color options for various things present in the console. So I want to change the color of standard output. So I can select this. And now you can see this foreground color, which is nothing but the font color. So you can click on this, and here you can play around this color spectrum and choose any color you want. So don't choose red, because red is generally used for error outputs. So you can choose something like blue or green, whatever you want. And once you are done, you can simply press apply and click OK. Now, as you can see, the color of standard output, which is nothing but the output we are trying to print in the Python program, is having this color. So this helps us easily differentiate the actual output we are printing from the program. All right. With this, we have completed the installations and basic setup. From the next video, we'll be discussing different concepts in Python. I'll see you in the next tutorial.